So we did make it knee-high by 4th of July on some of our ground.
I also own a farm.
Here we go.
You're now watching the 2024 season of Farming with Duffy Ag.
Welcome back to the channel. Previously, we got a bunch of ground sprayed. Sprayer gave us some issues on the pump. We are back, good to go. We welded some cast. It don't look too bad. They had it JB welded, and I think they were freeze ports that blew out. So, we got to get the white truck moved home because all our loading supplies are on it. We're going to get it moved home, get this filled up, and get rolling today. So another great day of spraying. Yesterday was a really good day. If we had 2 of those days in a row, a little bit more, we'd be all done. So hopefully today we can make it happen. But appreciate you guys watching along, liking, subscribing, being part of the channel, and yeah, let's get after it. Well, got the white truck home. Tyler's headed this way with the pump and everything. We'll get it set up, probably take him to breakfast quick. He's been a big help. So I'm just gonna ted out this washed hay. If you don't know, washed hay is worth big dollars because like it's clean. So I'll get it tedded out, and probably tomorrow we'll get baled up as some amazing hay. I love it. Oh, there's Tyler. Okay, so Tyler offered to do some weed whacking. I gotta go ted out a field that Dan had mowed for a gentleman, and this morning I tedded mine out. Oh, it's still morning, but it feels like we're losing time. And then when I get back, I'll go right back to spraying. Well, we came up here last year, and I did remember where I was going. Entrance should be up here on the right. So Dan took the mower up here. This is a friend of Aaron's, and last year me and Isaiah moved the bales out. He gets it cutting off. This place, he had one friendly bison. I always say buffalo, and then everybody gets worked up. So yes, it's a bison. I'll get them folded, and we'll get this all tedded out, and then we'll get back to our stuff. Doesn't take very long to wrap this one up. It takes longer to get here with this tractor. This tractor definitely isn't road gear, but it's on the tedder, and I know a lot of people always, why don't you put your own tractor when you're borrowing stuff? Usually it's hooked up and it just continually gets used. So here we are. I threw the 27 on to make it easier for everybody. But yeah, a few passes in the middle will be done. So running down the road, this tractor isn't the best tractor. The 46 goes faster, pulls the hills better. So quick ted job. Hopefully the sun stays out, and this stuff will dry out for tomorrow. And just like that, we are done. Quick, easy. I'll do right here a little bit. Quick, easy. We'll get back and get spraying. Another gorgeous day to spray corn. If we can push really hard, I might be able to wrap up today compared to what we did the last few days. So we've done 100, and so it's 128 ounces. Here you go. There you guys go. 1 fluid ounce per acre. So We put on 128 ounces so far. I have used a little bit of this. I think we're at like 150 acres we've sprayed so far. So, not a bad little run we've had. I did just notice that this is rubbing. Oh, it's rubbing through. We gotta hang that up there. Okay, we gotta fix back up. Now we're in better shape. Yeah, so Source DC, very excited. I think some of the spots, we pulled back nitrogen this spring. Thinking about a bunch of the rain that was coming and leaching, and we do have some spots that could use some nitrogen. Along with, I think it's gonna just help us get a better plant on a lot of our spots. So a lot of it, I think I'm gonna leave the exact way it is with what nitrogen we put up front, plus the Source. We got a few yellow spots in spots, but I have a feeling we could put a bunch of nitrogen to it and it's still gonna be yellow because of the moisture in the ground and how much is leached away. But I'd say it's less than 1% of what we have. So no point in running across all the acres to try to get those few spots at this moment. We're not set up for that. So alrighty, let's go get filled with water and keep spraying. 2 people definitely helps. Tyler's got the pump laid out. You can, I don't know if you guys can see fish on camera or not. There's a ton of, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Just right in front of me. And there's some little ones in there. Quite the layout. If it didn't have this junk on the side, I should really go along and clean this out at some point. Maybe get an excavator in here. Well, we need one for a lot of other projects. So. But I'll get this filled with water and we'll get that load filled up. So theoretically, if we push hard, we can wrap up today. Usually when we push hard, things go worse, but we'll see. Tyler's gonna be out of here in a couple hours because he's got to go back to his reality, I guess it would be. He's been an awesome help. This pond has been awesome. So if we dig back a little bit, it looks actually pretty clean once we get past like 8 foot in. Clean up the edges. Make a good spot for Yanker to swim. I got the kayak. Do some cleaning around. Freaking guy's getting right after it. I don't know what it is. My buddies, when they come here, they're like, we'll weed whack. I gotta do fence lines and stuff like that, but we're gonna throw the rotary mower on, mow along all the fence lines again, clean them up. Calves this week are getting kicked back here, then I can mow everything up front. And well, our second cutting is coming along pretty good. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. If we have the ability to sell more bales, then we'll probably bale some more, but otherwise I wish I had less grass, to be honest. But at some point it will come in handy. So previously we welded that cast housing, and yes, it's not the perfect thing to do. We got a little warm. It's not a crucial part. We're just filling a hole, and it was JB welded before that, and it just broke and fell out, so it was leaking. Right now it's got a little drip, which, yeah, I thought I did a good job welding, but maybe I didn't. And it might just need a coating of JB Weld to seal that up, but we're gonna give it the old college try and see what it does. Out back here, 2 days ago, we sprayed 30 some acres. and we ran out of spray in the one field, so I'm gonna go finish up spraying that field, and then we can hit absolutely everything on the home farm, and we got one other farm that we gotta hit. So yeah, corn's kicking along. This heat this week, rain, heat, we're actually doing pretty good. We're further along than last year, and our crop looks way better than it did last year. So hopefully this weather sticks the way it is, where it rains some, but then we get some heat. If it's not going to be sunny, stuff like that, we're going to have a struggle. I'm pleased so far. This has not been sprayed. We're late. We'll get it sprayed today. And like I said, there's some spots where they were just soaked, and we have spots that never grew, and replanting it doesn't make any sense because it's still wet in those spots. But you can see from here, gorgeous green, and slowly fade off into yellower in the back where it's wet. We're just gonna have that. Some of it is messed up tile lines, so we got to do some digging and figure that out. And some of it's just wet holes. They're just wet. Can't build pressure. Interesting. See if he answers. I'll have him come up with the grinder. Okay, so we got a few issues. Gasket leaked on the pump, and then the filter was full of crap. So we got the gasket a little better. On the pump's a lot better, actually. It's not perfect, but it is a lot better. Oh, alrighty. Farm on Sunday. Somebody did right. Don't you know you're only supposed to do chores on Sunday? If we were that way, there's very few days that we don't put a good amount of work in. I don't show as much on some of those days where, yeah, I get to leave and go do something. Pretty much every day we put at least 10 to 12 hours. Every day of life, actually. Days like yesterday where we put almost 19 hours in. Those wear you out pretty quick. But yesterday was a good day, so if I can get rolling today, it will be a good day. I'm going to lose Tyler this afternoon. I appreciate him. Crossways, cut across. Yeah, this corn's jumped quite a few inches. In the last day or two. If we waited another 2 days, we probably wouldn't be able to run over it with this sprayer. So this is the last corn that we planted after we took off all that grass, plowed it up because I knew we had too much grass. It's coming along. It got nothing but starter in the planter, so we're gonna have to hit it with some urea. But it is pretty good sod ground. And we're starting our rotation around because we need to next year raise soybeans or wheat and get some stuff seeded, rotate. This was more of the start. Too much grass. So this stuff should jump in the next few days, and I'm excited. I see high in the 90s for tomorrow and the next day. Today we're like 85 or something. But yeah, pretty much double cropping, right? Take first off, throw this in. Some pretty good corn here. I actually went and tedded out my feed again there, hoping it's perfectly dry for tomorrow. And we'll see how far we can make it. We lost Tyler. So Tyler left. He's got to make it back home. He's got work tomorrow. He's got his family, kids. Always good to see my old friends. Me and him have been friends for a long, long time. And we lived together and it was great. Yeah, young and dumb at that point. But, so, he helped me out big time. We got a lot of ground covered and sprayed. A lot of little stuff done. He wanted to do some more stuff, like get the parts Mac moved. So Tyler watches the channel, clearly. And yeah, there's a lot of friends that I had growing up and through high school that watched the channel. And shout out to all of you guys, appreciate it all. And everybody else who watches along. Make sure you're subscribed, because somebody always writes pretty much every video that YouTube unsubscribed them. And I don't know why YouTube does that. I've heard it on other channels. It's not that they unsubscribe themselves, okay? You with that comment, it's that YouTube unsubscribed. So just go check, hit that subscribe button, make sure you're done up, because it does help the algorithm and help the channel grow. Yeah, we got one full load of spray out back here. Yeah, we got some weed pressure for sure. Corn's looking good, but weed pressure. So we're up above. That looks like a fire truck or something, like the pickup. They're turning. So we're up above the farm. We got this field and the one that's right in front where we're doing hay, and then we will be wrapped up out back. We got two in the front, and we got some more rented ground to get wrapped up. Sorry guys. And I have to push it down so I can steer. So we got some more rented ground to get wrapped up. And it'll be a good feeling. We may have to jet away this afternoon and get some, well, chopping action done for us. There you guys go. Well, good thing that hayfield's not that great. Help Aaron and the guys out. Isaiah's been running all day down in Middleburg, making it happen down there for a farm. And I think they're going to another farm. They need a guy to push buttons, so I told Aaron, let me know. Change of pace. We can wrap up spraying tomorrow if need be. Granted, I'm a one-man band now, so loading takes a little bit longer. And yeah, after this load, we'll be in a very good spot. I'm very excited. So it's Sunday. Sunday so far, other than some pump issues, has been very good to us. Alrighty, I'll wrap this 20-some acres up between these two fields. See exactly where we're at. So I never think that GoPro does the justice for some of the views and the angles, but previously I talked about getting a self-propelled sprayer would be my end goal, and somebody said, well, it's a high center of gravity, and me and him had a chat, and I said a 60-foot rogator would be ideal. Yes, it sits up a little higher, but it stands out much better than this 4640. See? We're running corn over on both sides right now because we're on a hillside. So, trying my best, but it's all, yep. So, that is why I think something simple. Like I said, a rogator would be ideal, 60 foot, 600 gallons of water, maybe 1,000. I don't know the exact specs on all of them. That would be kind of ideal for what I want to do from here on out. So today is July 7th, and what's up, homie? So we did make it knee high by 4th of July on some of our ground. We're just covering it now. We're a little late on spraying this ground. This corn's jumped quite a bit in the last few days, but yeah, we got to come in, spray off some of this stuff. Overall, it's going to kill off pretty well, and it will be good to go. But figured I'd jump out and look. So knee high, there's knee, we're high. Yeah, it's weight bracket high, and I know there's a lot of people that have corn that's 6, 7, 8 foot tall. One of these years we'll have it like that here. We're still figuring it out. So it's amazing, the wet spots to the good spots. Yes, the weeds go with it, but height of this field goes from 3 foot tall to 6 inches tall, depending on if we plant it into a wet spot. So it's whew. One year we'll have a perfect year, perfect spring. Last year it was so dry, this year it was super wet. Okay, we are wrapped up here. So I've got a little bit of spray left in the tank. We'll go fill back up. And yeah, I do miss hydraulic motors. I'll say that. That's all sprayed, 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 that's not sprayed, that's not sprayed. And then our other rented farm on the next road over is not sprayed yet. So 3 more loads. There we go. But the boys are out, they're hanging out, grazing along. Pond's looking good. Hay should be good to run tomorrow. Aaron and Isaiah are planning on chopping this evening, but they got a guy to run push tractor, so we don't have to worry about that. So maybe we can wrap up spraying. Maybe. We got to do some running around first. Well, we did not finish up our spraying of the corn that day. We are now, but you guys are going to have to stay tuned. See what goes on out there and at our next property, if we can get it all done, or if Mother Nature is going to mess with us. Today being, when I'm filming this closer, there's tornado warnings everywhere, and there's flooding, and there's all sorts of stuff, and there's a dog rolling around over there like a wild child. But alrighty, appreciate you guys watching along. Hopefully we can actually wrap up spraying and get to a good spot. So appreciate you guys. Have a good one.